Gerd Müller was undeniably one of the greatest strikers to grace both German and international football. Nicknamed Der Bomber for his fascinating extreme acceleration and deceptive changes of pace, Müller was a lethal striker renowned for his clinical finishing, especially in and around the 6-yard box. At 5'9", Müller had a long torso with weirdly short muscular legs, which gave him a low center of gravity, allowing him to turn quickly and with perfect balance in tight spaces. He caused opposing players all sorts of problems with his unique knack of scoring in unlikely situations. The German forward held the all-time goal-scoring record in the World Cup with 14 goals, a record that stood for 32 years. He remarkably scored 10 of those in the 1970 tournament, the very same year he was awarded the Ballon d'Or. In 1999, Müller was ranked 9th in the European Player of the Century election held by the International Federation of Football History and Statistics, and he was voted 13th in the IFFHS World Player of the Century election. Gerd Müller was born on November 3, 1945 in Nordlingen, Germany. The names of his parents are unknown, and there are very few known facts about his early life. In the beginning, Müller played for his boyhood team where he bagged 52 goals while playing in the 5th division. He continued displaying his exceptional football skills as a schoolboy footballer when he allegedly netted 180 goals during a single season while in the youth division playing for 1861 Nordlingen. Müller would then be promoted to the senior team in 1963 where he only played for one season but succeeded in scoring an incredible 51 goals in 31 appearances. This achievement did not go unnoticed as two city rivals from the German League South, Bayern Munich and 1860 Munich, the latter, who had just won the league and earned promotion to the newly established Bundesliga, wanted to sign Müller. He decided against joining 1860 Munich as he felt there were already many superstars in the team and instead chose Bayern as a strategic move to secure a spot in the team's starting 11. In his first season at Bayern, Müller scored 33 goals and helped the club gain promotion to the Bundesliga in 1965 alongside future club greats defender Franz Beckenbauer and goalkeeper Sepp Maier. With Müller in the team, the club proceeded to win the German Cup in 1966. They would go on to later win the cup 3 more times in 1967, 1969 and 1971 during Müller's tenure. Together with the DFB Pokal, the strikers' contribution saw Bayern lift the Bundesliga title for the first time in 32 years at the end of the 1968-69 campaign and going on to continue the trend again in 1972, 1973 and 1974. In his Bundesliga career, Müller scored a total of 365 goals in 427 matches, a career spanning 15 seasons and a record that still sees him sitting top of the list of all-time goal scorers in the Bundesliga. On October 12, 1966, Gerd Müller debuted for the West German national team in a friendly against Turkey. In the 1968 Euro qualifiers, he was the top scorer with 5 goals in 3 appearances. Müller's fantastic performance in the 1970 World Cup that was hosted by Mexico earned him the title of European Footballer of the Year and was appropriately awarded the Ballon d'Or. Even though an entertaining Brazilian team that was led by the likes of Carlos Alberto and Pele lifted the trophy, Müller stood out of the German side as the tournament's top scorer with 10 goals. His inspiring performances at international level culminated with West Germany winning the 1972 European Championship, where again he was the tournament's top scorer with 4 goals in the 1974 World Cup hosted by his nation, where he scored the winning goal against Netherlands in the 2-1 final victory. Müller's 4 goals in the 1974 tournament and his 10 goals at the previous World Cup combined made him the all-time highest World Cup goal scorer at the time with 14 goals. His record stood until the 2006 tournament, coincidentally held in Germany, when it was broken by Brazilian striker Ronaldo Nazario, who actually required more matches than Müller to achieve his tally. The German striker scored a total 68 goals in 62 matches for the West German national team. He was Germany's all-time leading scorer for almost 40 years until he was surpassed by Miroslav Klose in 2014, though Klose required over double the number of caps to do so, scoring his 69th goal in his 132nd appearance. In a rather unexpected twist of events, Müller quit his national team career at only 28 years old, with the 1974 World Cup final being his last match in the iconic white shirt. The decision was brought about following an argument with the German Football Association at the post-tournament celebrations when the officials' wives were allowed to attend but players' wives were not. He had successfully represented his country in 2 FIFA World Cups and 2 UEFA European Championships. Müller continued on at Bayern and won 2 more consecutive European Cups following the first one in the 1973-74 season. Contract disputes and internal club wrangles eventually saw the striker exit the club at the end of the 1978-79 season. He proceeded to the United States, where he signed for North American Soccer League club Fort Lauderdale Strikers, which was based in Miami in the state of Florida. Müller still maintained his top form and performance at the club, playing for 3 seasons with a total of 40 goals in 80 appearances. The German forward eventually retired from professional football in 1981 at the age of 36. As I had pointed out earlier, Müller scored 68 goals in 62 international matches. Averaging a goal a game with West Germany, he sits in the top 25 on the list of all-time international goal scorers, despite playing fewer matches than every other player in the top 48. Among the top scorers, he has the 3rd highest goals-to-game ratio. He was also named West German Footballer of the Year in 1967 and 1969. The former German forward also had the highest ratio of 0.97 goals per game in the European Cup, now known as the Champions League, scoring 34 goals in 35 matches. During his 15-season stay at Bayern, Müller helped the Bavarians secure 3 European Cups, 1 European Cup Winners' Cup, 1 International Cup, which is now known as the Club World Cup, 4 Bundesliga titles, and 4 German Cups. Probably one of Müller's greatest individual achievements was setting a record for the highest number of goals in a calendar year when he scored 85 goals in all competitions in 1972. He held onto the record for 40 years before Lionel Messi broke it in 2012 when he scored 92 goals for both Barcelona and Argentina. Müller's somewhat premature exit from both club and international football saw him suffer from depression, which steered him into alcoholism and financial problems. After years of battling addiction, Müller's former Bayern compatriots Karl-Heinz Rummenigge, Uli Hoeneß, and Franz Beckenbauer helped him get into rehabilitation. After rehab, Müller secured a coaching license in 1991, and he proceeded to work as an assistant coach at Bayern's youth team Bayern Munich II. In July 2008, the Reiser Sport Park in Nordlingen, where Müller had begun his footballing career, was renamed the Gerd Müller Stadion in his honor. In 2015, it became known that Müller was suffering from Alzheimer's, a neurodegenerative disease that usually starts slowly and progressively worsens. He sadly passed away at the age of 75 in a nursing home in Wolfratshausen, a town in the German state of Bavaria, on the 15th of August 2021. In December 2021, it was announced that the city of Nordlingen had made preparations to commemorate their most famous son with a life-size bronze statue in the area where he was known to play football with friends as a child. With his former club Bayern involved with the project, in all likelihood the statue will be unveiled on August 15, 2022, the first anniversary of Müller's passing.
Für ein berufliches Leben führen. Wissen Sie das schon?
Ja, ich werde Vertreter, aber die Firma möchte ich nicht bekannt geben.
Und wie wird es dann mit dem Fußball aussehen, wenn Sie nicht mehr Lizenzspieler sind?
Im Notfall werde ich vielleicht für B- oder C-Klasse-Mannschaft trainieren, aber mehr nicht.